Hello, Saints Nicholas here. Welcome to my channel. This will be episode 18, and we've got some fun things to happen. Fortunately, my saving didn't quite work, so there will be a couple of tiny differences. I think the goal will be slightly different because I had to replay the last end turn, and I apologize for that. But, yeah, pretty much nothing happened of note. Difference, just a little bit of gold difference, but still, just thought I'd let y'all know. And let's move this guy. Well, yeah. Put him over there, and where should I deploy him? I'm not quite certain, actually. Do I want? Cascading Fire? No, no, no. More Flock of Doom. Smart, smart, yeah. And, I think we've seen this army before, put in some work, and... Ah. My. What could we be doing here? Look familiar? So what does he have? Let's see. Vermintide. That's actually a pretty good game. Yeah, I think I should attack here, but we'll have to think about that. Just order that construction, and I don't know. Confusion. I mean, maybe that helps, or... Yeah, anyway, what to do. Well, let's see. So they only have 2 settlements left. Let's make that, none. And, I mean, if that's enough, sure. And I established a colony there without even meaning to. Oops. That was, not what I'm even meant to do. However, I mean, I guess I can start making money. Yeah, that was really unintentional. I just clicked the wrong button, honestly. Yeah, I could abandon it, but... why not? Why not just commit, I guess? And move over here. And besides, this army... Oh wait, no. Yes, that's what I need. I was gonna say the army can be disbanded soon. Who am I at war with again? So... Ah, yes, the drowned. Well, thinking about that, how many sounds do you have? Okay. What if I were to say, move this army up to here? Oh, hey, an enemy. And the enemy's gone. That's what we like to see. Oh, they're not quite gone. And 2 turns. But where to send you? It's a difficult question. Where indeed? I guess towards Ulthuan, but I think this campaign will be over fairly soon. And it's probably not the most important choice, but let's go ahead and move to here. And right, you have let's give that guy Valor of Ages and maximize the archers, because archers are, if they're not the most important part of an elf army, something a bit unusual is going on. And let's leave it at that. Okay, we can finally get tier 5 cavalry, which is fine, I guess. And how much elven trade am I producing? Yeah, that'll be fine. Wait, elven trade, okay. I mean, like, technically, having more would be nice, but, like, it's not gonna be super, necessary, if you know what I mean. Because we're pretty late in the game. And if we look at here, do that and then get Dragon Ship pretty soon. So let's though finish off the Skaven here. Yeah. Oh, fun fact about the dwarves. You may know from the War of the Beard how very famously they sent a dwarf to Paritolf to ask about their people getting killed by dark elves. Well, while the diplomats were being sent there supposedly to negotiate, the dwarves were literally completely exterminating entire cities of elf colonies of the old world. So, yeah, that's a happy thought. Whenever you think about dwarves, remember that that's a thing they do. They'll send a diplomat and say, "Oh, we want peace and we demand recompense," and at the same time, they're just annihilating entire cities. In yeah. Anyway, with that positive thought, let's fight this well. So here we are, and well, we've kind of seen this battle before, many times. Let's make it a little bit more interesting. Just a little bit. By deploying over here. And that looks about fine. Right, put those over there, and then yeah, go over here, and the big whale can attack here. Put these over here, and then kind of don't like the idea of enemies shooting at me, so let's summon something to deal with that. Also, wow, those are very effective. Yeah, very effective indeed. And let's do that too. We should be getting rid of them. You should be on the ground. Attack there. Just go over there. We've got so much wind. That's fine. You can attack over there, I think. And you should go over there, really. And let's move these units over here. Now remember, your job, Mr. Worm, is to break the gate, not to get distracted in some side quest. Let's see, you can go up there and fly around, because I do need him to destroy some stuff, that being the enemy's artillery. Though, of course, technically, how they are destroyed can be a bit, shall we say, negotiable, because just neutralizing them with Mistress of the Deeps is totally fine. Then again, wait, wow. Wait, just 5 wind for Flamestorm? Yes, please. Let's send the Oceanids into combat there. And then do that. I don't know if that'll help, but hey, might. And let's do that, and then let's do that. Yeah. I mean, they're doing more damage to their units than I am, it seems, so that's something for sure. Interesting placement there, guys. Not quite certain what it's meant to accomplish, but okay. Also, let's go ahead with that. And just try and make some sort of melee contact there, I guess. Plus, why not deploy? Actually, nah. It's a bit of a waste. Let's deploy that there, I think. And I don't know why it keeps on telling me that I can't overcast when I clearly should be allowed to. Whatever the real reason. It turns out that having a mere 5 wind to just destroy an enemy unit is actually really effective. And actually, now I think about it, I should like be regrowthing these guys. Sorry, earthblaying these guys more than I do. Really? And let's do that there. And that wasn't quite what I was looking for, but it'll do, I think. Well, how much do we have left? Okay, we have a very large amount of wind left, and just do that, and then over there. And that looks fine. I really like how efficient our spellcasting is being. It's great. And those guys don't look like they're having a good day. Let's make it worse. And do that, and then nah. Let's just do the non-overcast version here. And alright, so they're not gonna survive, I think. Yeah, they're basically gone. Ah, storm vermin. Who is still shooting? Okay, okay, so there's still a functional plague claw catapult. Let's destroy that with the breath weapon, I think. And I don't think I need to. Actually. What do I need to do? Let's check here. So I do have plenty of wind. That's clear. Night runners, would they dodge it? Yeah, probably. Which means warp grinders. Ooh, fireball is just 2 and it's at 100, so 180% rather. Oh well. Let's just put that there. Yeah. I think Flamestorm is going to be the primary weapon in this battle. Especially because we can kind of just deal with anything else. Well, Flamestorm and the Burning Head. Anything not vulnerable to them, archers will probably handle at this point. I think about it. I didn't even mean for it to be that effective. It just bounced around really nicely, but as it was. But right. And these guys, they're not gonna survive. Also, yeah, the whole we are casting spells, they're almost 2 times as powerful. Well, for the most part. And well, for the wizard, I mean. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, for the lord, I mean. Yeah, they're all wizards, but oh yeah, this guy, he's been like just randomly over here. Let's scout out their commander and see what to do with them. Just do that, and then over here. Let's see. Do that there, and then over here. So they will try to dodge that. That's interesting. Not dodge it very effectively, as the case may be, but at least they tried, I guess. It's the thought that counts. Except not all that much, because whoever they thought, they didn't make it. So we are still okay. We're starting to get to the point of not having all the wind all the time. But that's fine, I think. That should get rid of them. And that should, yeah, that still does enough. And that should take out them. That's interesting. They didn't try to dodge that. And they're gone. Alright, alright. And you know what? Just do that and then sure. Let's do that and then put that on him and then let's kill their commander. Wow, no recharge? That's actually pretty cool. Is this the most efficient thing? No, but it is cool. It is funny. And you know that's probably enough, honestly, because that is so inefficient. It's really a shame what a bad spell fireball generally is, because it's really cool. It really captures the vibe of the red wind, but it's just not that amazing. And yeah, I should have used the burning head. I'm sorry. And yeah. So you would still, these guys are not having a great time either. And let's see, does that catch enough of them? Nah. That was kind of a meh cast, but okay. Would like to whittle them down a bit more quickly, because what I definitely don't want is to have to enter the city with my troops in hand-to-hand combat. Well, let's just use the whole being on a dragon thing to make sure that they have to fight us, and we can just do that. Because it doesn't really matter if we take a tiny bit of damage from our own spell like that. That's still about 100 of, I mean, that's over 100 of them gone. And that's an army loss, so see you in a moment. And right, we're going to actually remember what to click. And let's give it to these guys. Excellent, excellent. And what do you need? So it's like everything destructive, but okay. And greater reward, yeah, that's smart. Now over here. Yeah, that's probably better. You need more earth blood, and okay, you're the only lore master, so let's see. Spell, you know, fine, actually. We can do that. Spell resistance thing, and reduce cooldown, increase reserve capacity, so pretty much we should realistically never run out of wind. And next time, okay, maybe not quite next time. Oh, I don't think that works. Sorry. Yeah, that's the sort of influence game we like to see around here. And, What to do exactly? Alright, I think I'm ready for... Yeah. Let's have a bit of a... Ogres aren't... Yeah, ogres are not anathemas, so I can do this and say, if I were to join a war here and get a payout and actually an aggression pact, that looks pretty good, and I'll just, rampage around against Grimgore. Attack, and then let's get some loot here. And, let's see. Oh, an enemy. Can I deal with all these? Yeah, I think I can. We'll get back to that, though. Let's see. Mist landing. And... Yeah, if I attack here, and how much wind do I have? I think that would be a pretty good attack. Let's look over here, though. Good, you're immortal. That's always good to see. And do that, and then we can attack here. I think you can see where this is going. Right, and decisive victory. Yeah, do that, and then go there. Sun Dragon. That's cool. And you can become the Merchant Lords. We're making more money. And hey, join war against that faction. And that's that, right? And we won. And give it to those guys. And alright. So everything seems on course in that regard. And let's take another step. More Merchant Lord stuff and spell resistance. Sure. Diplomatically, what do we need? Yeah, I don't want to fight with elves, so might as well get some money from them. And let's see. Do that. And drowned. How much could they pay me for peace? Maybe I'll take one settlement and then make that deal. See, I have like pretty much everything I want. I could like optimize more, but I don't feel like I need to at this point for the elector count system. What to do with this army? Let's see. Could I attack here? Not exactly. Well, it should be a valiant defeat. A valiant defeat. I don't think so. So we're going to move away from the normal way this army's used and see it work in a more open context. Yes, put the fish there. These guys here, and these flying units over here. And these can advance over here. The whale can go over there. And oh yeah, there's the whole almost endless magic to deploy, so let's you know what, just do that there. And let's do that. And let's drop that there. And not quite sure what's hurting them. Okay. Yeah, you can just be over there, I guess. And actually, no. How much time do we have? Oh, they're coming in right now. Yeah, that's fine. Let's destroy that, and then hit them there. Okay, that hurt. That was hurtful. On the other hand, this will be even more hurtful to them. And let's do that there. I can go there. And do that. Okay, that's really annoying. Let's just do that and okay. Tried to kill him. Do that and then do that there. She's actually starting to take damage, which is not ideal. And, well, we've been using so much magic, we've actually, like, burned through down to needing to regenerate. Okay, that's, like, it's certainly annoying, but I'll be able to deal with it. And I really want him dead because that is a wizard lord that, I mean, I just don't want to have to deal with because he's a wizard and a lord. And do that over there. Alright, can you, like, team up and kill that, please? Thanks. And let's see. Oh, frozen in place. That's certainly annoying. What would happen if all our shadow warriors shot there as well as we use that and then say do that and Okay, 9, that's fine. Let's see. And do that. Okay, so he's frozen. Let's shroud them if that works. And let's go there. Those are worth a lot of balance of power. I'm going to send my Mist Mage over there to try to annihilate them. Also, you need to just get into me. Okay, look, guys, you can't just keep on getting trapped up there, okay? I expect better. I expect better. And let's do that to try to force them to rout and also to get the life bloom. And I'm so glad I have barrier, because if I didn't, there would be a lot of problems around here, but fortunately I do. And let's see, do that. I hope that's enough. You guys shoot over there. You shoot over there. And mutant rat ogre. Is that worth it? No, that's is that worth spirit leech? You know what, fine. If I said actually, you know, just shoot it and save the wind. And do that, and then let's see. Okay, army loss, that's what we like to see. So, see you all in a moment. Right, so I definitely think the healing option is the correct one. And can I encamp? I can't encamp, but I can ambush, which is kind of ironic, but I guess it needs to be done. And yeah, just make the archers even better. And you can have those spells given to you, and Earthing Ward. Actually, Loic and Earthing. Sorry. Ooh, interesting. So I clearly have a couple big battles lined up, that being jumping in here and trying to do an even more difficult and extreme version of what I just did. Do I want to do that? So that'll be 29 units on just 18. You know what? Maybe that's not the best idea. Now that I think about it, maybe. Yeah, maybe that's not the best play. Let's get rid of them. And yeah, maybe that's a better idea. Try to force them into a less successful position to fight from. Now over here, I can definitely see some battles ahead. What exactly those battles will be, I think will be a question for next time. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Farewell.